Hi everyone, welcome back to Capes Corner Creation. Happy to be here, happy to see everyone. So, we have puzzle pieces today. But before we start with that, I just want to remind you, if you like the video, to give me a thumbs up, share if you like, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, remember to ring that bell so you see upcoming videos. Usually we have them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So anyway, let's get started. So today, you start going through stuff this time of the year, making room for new things, moving things around, looking for holiday decorations, and, I see the puzzle boxes, and I think, I think I'm going to use one of these puzzles for some projects in my journals. I have a couple of special requests for journals, and I thought this would be great fun for those journals. So, we're not making the puzzle, but I will suggest making the puzzle first because you may want to keep some of the pieces together, and that's really hard to do once your puzzles are not together, to find them after you've been using some of the pieces. But anyway, we're going to be using them to do different projects with them. A couple of different things. I mean, you can do tons of things with puzzle pieces, but we're going to put our minds to a few things and try and use some of this stuff that's in this bucket alongside that. So what I thought we'd start with are clusters, little puzzle clusters, and different sizes, of course, and these are so cute. This particular puzzle is like metallic. It has like glitter on it. They're so pretty. I don't know if you can see that very well. Some of them don't, but a lot of them do have that glitter on them. Make for great little pieces. So, you don't have to do a lot. I did paint some of the backs. I don't know if any of these ones are painted, but we're not going to use these that way because we're going to be, oh, here's one. I put some gold metallic paint on some of the backs, but that was for something else, so we'll keep that one aside. Make sure I don't use those particular pieces we'll save those, not for our clusters. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with our scrap bucket, as always, and just build some clusters today. And then I'll show you what else we can do with them. So I hope you're all well. It's a crazy week. We are in Thanksgiving week here in the U.S. I know that's different for some people around the world, but here we are. And a lot of people can and will have the holiday as always, and others will not be celebrating because of the COVID or whatever reasons. It's just been different this year, but I think for everyone here in the U.S. and around the world that we are all grateful and thankful for whatever we have at the moment. So I am very grateful for all that I have and all that I can give, and so it gives me joy to bring this to you, and in hopes that it would enlighten your day or someone that you know. And it's always, good to find the good in the negative. So that's what I try to do in my day. This community is quite large, and I would like to request that everyone think of each other during these times, because that energy spread throughout is felt. And I know for me, it's nice to know that somebody else is going through stuff or thinking about you in those ways. And Thanksgiving is a good time. But anyway, enough on that. So anyway, we're going to build these clusters. I just tore some vintage paper, and I put a little distressed oxide on that. And I have a little piece of lace here, which I'm also going to ink that up a little bit. I just like the way that looks. I'll put that right on there. Before I glue anything, I like to build a little bit to see what that's going to look like the others. I'm going to push these back a little bit, those finished products. And let's see what else. I'd like to put something underneath also. Let's see. How about this? Let's see how that looks. That's the pieces I was using earlier. Oh, too white. Of course, on this white paper, you can't really see it. There we go. And then I want to do another piece of paper under that. Let's see. I'm thinking 2 pieces of puzzle on this one. They're so cute. Wouldn't that be cool if they fit together? But they don't. Oh, maybe they do. Nope. Of course, then I get distracted by the puzzle. I think I should make one of those puzzles that I have in that cabinet. I actually like that a lot. And maybe one more piece of fabric that you can actually see. Let me get scissors here. Let me tear a piece of this. Oop. Let's see what we have here. There, I really like that. And you know, when you're making clusters, it's just gathering up your bits of scraps to pile them together instead of tossing them in the, in the trash. They're so valuable, really, and you don't think about that until you need just a little topper on your journal card or on your page. Alright, so let's glue this together. I always try and put it together so I can see what it looks like. Sometimes I can, sometimes I don't. But we'll start back here and we'll put some glue and then bring this one down. Run a little paper, glue on the paper, bring that one down, and then put a little glue right here to bring the lace down. And on your puzzle piece, make sure you put plenty of glue because, they weigh. Not that they're heavy, but they, it's thicker, it's cardboard, than your material or your lace. I think I'm going to put one more on there. Let's see. Maybe a different color. Maybe some, no, don't like that. How about this one? And then you're in that same, here, there we go. A similar one. And then this one here. Then, because they're on top of each other and they're pretty thick, you want to press down so that the glue catches and they stay there. You could use a hot glue gun, but I'm too dangerous for me. I'd be burning my fingers for sure. Now the glue came through here, so I'm going to let that dry. So I'm just going to set that over here so it has some air under it. But, let's trim that little piece of lace right there. There we go. And how pretty is that? I don't know if you can see, but the glitter on the puzzle pieces. We have a piece of material, 2 different kinds of lace, some vintage paper, and 3 puzzle pieces. And there you have it. How pretty is that? Now, let me show you an example of, this is a small page, if it was a small journal, and you could put it on the top of your page. And so cute. Or you could even put it at the bottom of your page. Whatever works for you, or on your journaling cards, on like that. So pretty. And using up these, 500-piece puzzle or 1,000-piece puzzle, you could have so many of these, clusters. Okay, so let's make a couple others, and we'll see what we have here. We still have some paper. I love the vintage paper. The color of it's so pretty, and with a little bit of distressed oxide, we give it a little edge, so it pops out underneath all the stuff there. And let's try a different piece. see what we have here. I like this piece of butterfly on there. That's pretty. And what else do we have? A little piece of ribbon. Actually kind of like that, like this. Part of a butterfly. We could put this orange piece of puzzle on there. Kind of bring that out. What else do we have on this one here with the little green and black? Kind of the colors are perfect. I just want to trim that down a little bit. Not crazy about the length of that. So we're just going to snip that. See if we can rip that off. I like the torn edges. It gives it a tattered look and more love. Let's see if we put it together or on either side. Let's see. Decisions. You can never figure it out, you know. I can hear my daughter and my granddaughters in my ear saying, "Oh, just put it down." But then again, you know, I have to have it just right. Now, I'm going to push this over here, and I'm going to go like that. I think that's the way I like it, and with some lace underneath there. I think this piece here, just like that. Cut this one. Alright then, so I'm going to start like that. Let's see, where's the glue? So anyway, these are really fun, really fast, simple. I mean, how many of us have puzzles in the cabinet that we have in the cabinet for years and years that we're not using? And this particular one was so pretty with all the metallic like colors and the glitter. And it's a festive time of year, and I thought, well, that would be so fun. And anybody can do this. There's no fuss, just a little bit of glue. There we go. Let's see this one. How pretty is that? I love it. I love it. Even though the butterfly wasn't complete, this collage of things in the cluster have made it come to life there. How pretty is that? We'll set this one over here. And then you can make little ones like I have here. Just really your tiny scraps. So, what do we have for fabric here? We have this piece. I think I want to keep that for another idea. Let's see what else. What do we have in this bucket? Oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh, decisions. Here's one. It already has some ink on it. Get out of the glue pile here. Need a piece of paper. This paper would be good. It says Flower and Garden on it. I like that. And of course I was going to make a little one, and now here I am making a bigger one because, you know, you can't stop. It's so funny that your little bits here. Let's try a little one. I'm going to just grab a couple little pieces and see what we can do. When you craft, you tend to just go with whatever falls in your hands. It's the fun of all of it, you know. You just play. Really, it is playing. It's like making a puzzle, or, you know, or coloring, or, you know, Play-Doh, any of the things that you did when you were a kid. It really is the same thing. You know, textures are great, and when you can feel the different fabrics. Now here we have this little piece that has some ink on it, is a piece of gauze. That's it. And here we have this little bit of lace, tiny little piece. We're going to put a little glue on there and set that down. And this is a tiny little piece of scrap ribbon that I snipped off of something. And you know, most days when you're building things, you probably will just toss it. But that's why I keep this dish on the desk, because I just throw all these little bits in the bowl, and then days like today, when I need a little piece of something, I'm not cutting into a brand new roll of ribbon or something like that, because now I have this little bucket of tools. I'm going to cut that piece off, and then there's times like this, these little bits here, and you can toss that, because there's things you have to toss. It's hard, but you have to do it. Now I need a baby wipe because my fingers are sticking together. Oh my goodness. So anyway, in the process of this week, I've been prepping for Thanksgiving, because for me it's too much in one day, so I've been making things and freezing them and getting things ready so that when it's time, it all comes together nicely and it's not too much work for any one person, and it'll be nice. This be a quieter year than most, but that'll be nice too. Get to spend some time with my oldest son and his family. That'll be fun. Haven't seen him for a little while, so that's going to be a nice day. And the weather's supposed to be nice here. I don't know what it's like where you are, but the sun is supposed to be, well, it's supposed to be a bit cloudy, but it's not supposed to be wet, so that's a plus. So it should be a nice day. It's supposed to be in the 60s, so hopefully it'll be nice. Okay, so now we have these clusters of puzzle pieces, and I'm going to just bring them forward so you can see them. Like that. And my other idea for you is to make some dangles. Now I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm just going to put these clusters out of the way so they can dry with the others. There we go. Now, a couple things you can do. I mean, you could probably think of a million things to do with these. I do have an idea here for a page. Now this is just a half a piece of paper, but if it was a bigger size piece of paper, you could take some already pieces that are built, together. I did put a little glue on the back here so they would stay together, and then I have a plan for this that's going to go on the page like this, and they'll be glued down to the page. Now, because they're thick, you have to make sure that whatever's on the opposite page won't be too affected by this. So just be careful where you place them in your journals, but they really look pretty and they're really fun. So that's what I'm doing with some of these larger pieces that are still together. So you can just put them on your journal cards, you can put them on your actual journaling page, in your signature pages. You can paint them if you don't have a puzzle that this one has sparkly glitter on it. If you didn't like the picture of your puzzles, just spread them all out on a wax paper, preferably outdoors, and just spray paint them down, and then you can paint them individually or put your own bling on there, and they're really fun to play with. So you can do so many things with them. Okay, so but today we're making little clusters and those pieces for the cards, and now I have this these little dangles. Now what I've done here is just made some word dangles. I try and put positive words in every single journal that I make, somewhere, somehow. And these here, I thought, well, these would be pretty to incorporate on the strings of each signature, in the middle of each signature of a particular journal that I'm working on. So I use these little puzzle pieces, and I will show you how I put that together. Now I just have to find my tool. Here we go. So I have this small round paper punch that's about, it's like a yarn needle size. It's not big, it's pretty small. And let's pick a piece here. This one's pretty nice. Okay, so, you know, you have to put a hole in the middle of this piece and down here as well. Now this is pretty thick, so you have to try and shoot for the middle of that and give it a good squeeze, because you only get one try at this. But of course there's plenty of pieces in the box, so there we go. And it's hard to get them off of here because it's pretty small, but if you can see that, I'll put it down. Oh, I can't see that. You can see it better this way. That little hole on the back of there. And then we're going to do the same on this side, because we're going to put a charm on a jump ring and a jump ring on the top so that you can use it as is. Like you can use it on a paper clip, you can use it on a safety pin, you could put thread on it, however you want to add it to your book, or your, you can pin it, pin it to the side of your page, like here, you can pin it, you could use one piece and glue it to the page and use it as a tab. So many options with puzzle pieces, so open your creativity. Broaden your horizons, as they say. Okay, so let's make one with a charm. Let's get a jump ring. We'll use a little heart. Let's see if I have another one here. Here we go. Alright, so now I need some tools. Now for this, you definitely need some tools. I couldn't do this without the tools. So, the first project here with just making the clusters, anyone can do. You just need some bits of scraps, some puzzle pieces, and some glue. Really easy, 5-minute project, and you can make so many in an hour. You'd be sitting here for a long time making a bunch of them, which is great. So then you have, things ready when you need them. Okay, so I'm just opening this a little bit. I'm going to put the puzzle on here. This is a little more intricate work. Now, when I put this charm on, I'm going to make sure, well, it says the same thing on both sides, so we're good. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. And then we're going to close that back up. And I found if you just kind of wiggle it back and forth, it comes together better. And then we can squeeze it in the middle. Almost there. I'm not the greatest at, jewelry making. I actually make all my earrings, most of them anyway. But, they're mine, and if they're not perfect, nobody cares. But I don't do perfect, so you don't have to worry about perfect. It doesn't happen, really. Okay, so now we're going to just give this a little squeeze. And I'm going to straighten those wires out. Squeeze it again. It stays on there. Oh, now it just crossed over because I squeezed too hard, and that happens. But that's okay. It's not going to fall off for sure now. And we're going to put the other jump ring on the top so that this one, you can run, string through it. You can put it on your strings and your signatures. You can add them to your spine jewelry. For dangles on your spine jewelry. So many things you can do with them. I have a piece made to show you that you can also use some thread. Let me grab this one. This is a little tiny, but so fun because they're so pretty, and so many puzzles. When I'm looking at the puzzles, I have a box that has so many colors. I thought, well, that would be great fun to make some things with those. So I'm sure you'll see puzzle pieces again in my journals and my projects as we go. Because years ago, well, not that many years ago, but my job was, I'm retired now, but my job was, I was I ran a daycare. And so we did a lot of things with kids and puzzles, and so I still incorporate a lot of those ideas in my journals. And it really, I wouldn't have thought so, back when I was doing that, but now it's like, I can do that. Okay, so there we go. So now we have this little puzzle charm, like for a dangle on, like I said, you could put it on your signatures, you can pin it to your laces, put a ribbon on it and tie it into your journal, wherever you want to put it, or you can just put it on your spine ribbons if you're doing some like a spine dangle with lots of ribbons and charms. You could add those puzzle pieces. And then I have this here to show you, which is just some beads and some puzzle pieces, and I put some knots in between so that it stays put, and I put a jump ring up here so that you could add it to the back of your spine in your ribbons and such. And how cute is that? And on the back of these, I painted these, well, I actually just used a blue marker, and you could put inspirational words on the back of them. I did do that with some others that I've made. Let me see if I have that. Let's see. What did I do with them? Let me see. I don't know here. The desk has gone awry because when you work, you continually make a mess. But we already know this. But anyways, I'm just going to leave that here for you to dream up your puzzle piece projects. But we do have little puzzle charms for our journals, and we have puzzle clusters, and we have spine jewelry. So here I want to bring these forward so you can see them all. I hope you can see them all. And how cute are they? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's quick and easy. It's fun. I'm sure you're going to love to dig in your closets to see if you have some puzzles that are, just sitting there waiting for a home. And so many pieces in a box, so you'll have plenty of things to keep you busy. But anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share if you like, and subscribe if you want to. And if you do, remember to ring that bell so you can see upcoming videos. I really am grateful for everyone's time and everyone who's been to my channel. I'd like to wish you all a happy holiday, and for those who aren't having a holiday, I'd like to wish you well, and everyone have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.